Hello everybody, well you need to do FFD, but the 15-minute video tutorial is not going to work. Here's what you're going to do to destroy the facility using the full facility destruction protocol. Okay, first thing we're going to do is get the FFD items. You're going to want to make sure to go to, when you're getting the Chaos team, go to shop, go to 4 points, and choose the Chaos Pack 1. Not 2, 1, if this is you doing FFD. Next, we're going to need to get a list with some codes. Where do we find those codes? Let's go to the reactor control room. Remember to follow the vent marks so you can get to Sector D. You're going to go to Sector C, and from Sector C, go to Sector D and into the control room. I'll meet you there. Okay, we're at the control room. We're going to go into here, and go behind here. But the list isn't here, it's over there. If you cannot find it in one spot, remember it's in this room where the sign reactor supervisors is. We're going to take this code, and now, we're gonna go get the director's key. The director's key can be one of 3 areas. One is the sector management room, and unfortunately for us, it wasn't there. So where's next? The A1 offices. Unfortunately, we did not find the key in A1 offices, so now we're going to go to A2 offices and search for the key. And would you look at that, we have found the key. Now, where to next? Well, we're going to go to the server room. Let's go. At this time, we will make our way to the engineering zone. Make sure to go through this main section to get to it. One thing I did not mention was that they can also spawn here in the sector management room. So if you cannot find the key in one of the 3 rooms, go here and you'll find it. Hopefully. Go running. Make sure to use your scanner hack device to open the keycard. Now, as you can see here, due to the time it took us, the terminal is already ready. These 3 codes here will be what we're going to need to use. We're going to need to use one of them. Using this decryption list here, we can figure out the code. The one at the top is 2B9, 3F5, 34G, and 1D7, which translates to, which would be 8436. Now let's see if that one works. Let's see if it works. It worked! Now, let's let the terminal do its thing. You're going to use the disk reader, your terminal bypass disk, that you got from Chaos Pack 1, and insert it into the disk reader. Next, a prompt will appear with the letter E for you to see it like this, not to cancel it, but to run the current disk. Also, type in the comment section, WNEODIS. That's NEODIS if you're listening to this. Next, we're going to wait for the bypass security systems and everything else to finish. Alright, now we would interact with the keyboard to open the gate. However, the gate has failed, and now we're going to need to go open it ourselves. Let's follow Neodis, and let's go open that gate. Using your scanner hack device, open this computer core door and walk inside. Go into the vents. And listen, I'm not gonna cut anything out of this section, so you understand exactly where to go from the vents. You're gonna take a right. You're going to go right again. Take a med kit in case you need it. Go left. You're going to go forward and take this left, go down this ladder, go straight, then take this left, go right, left, then go straight, and now you will have entered the area you need to get into. You may believe you can open it with your keycard scanner, this door here, but you cannot. Anyway, here's what you're going to do next. There is a code over here. We're going to use our encryption key to decode 2B9, 2I5, 1G1, 2I5, 34G, 36E, 810135. Ta-da! Now what? Now we're going to turn off DATABUS C, flip the switch, and now wait a moment until the light turns completely yellow. Not flashing yellow. I mean, it might flash. Next, we're going to turn off database safety. Next, take your disk T2 and insert it into the disk reader. Now, you're going to need to wait a moment for all of this to happen. It will take a minute or 2. Now that we've used the disk reader and we've waited for the hack to finish, we're going to turn back on DATABUS C. I know it says databus, but you know, pronouncing it with the letter C wouldn't go well. Now, you want to turn off maintenance panel lock. Now, you're going to leave the area by pressing this button, going out, and go into this elevator for the computer core chamber. Now, we're going to open this vault door, and we're going to go open this panel here and switch to emergency mode. You are now going to go back up the elevator. Remember, you cannot use your scanner device to get into the control room as seen here. You're going to need to go through the vents again, or let your friend open it for you. Now, you're going to turn on emergency mode by switching it. Next, we're going to turn on the control node over here. Next, we're going to flip server's connection. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back down the elevator and activate the superchargers, supercapacitors. How are we going to do that? Well, let me show you. There are 3 supercapacitors, one there, and one there. You're going to do the same thing with all 3 supercapacitors. You're going to activate run system. Do this with all 3 supercapacitors because it will take a moment to activate them. Now that the supercapacitor is awaiting activation, we shall switch on the supercapacitor. Do this with all 3 supercapacitors. You're now going to go back to the control room. We are going to full engage the supercapacitors. And now, this will take a second, but we're going to let them engage. Next, we're going to engage protocol, flipping this switch. As you can see, the alarm is going off at this time, but that is not currently it yet. Now, remember, you can do this before we even start this really, but take your director's confirmation key, go over here, and insert it into here. But before we can turn it, here's what you're gonna do. Turn the events data recorder off, and turn off security cameras. Now that you've done all of that, you are now going to be able to turn the key and press this button. Once you press the button, you will have activated FFD. Congratulations! You successfully activated the full facility destruction protocol. At this time, you should now evacuate to the truck or defend the engineering room to prevent people from doing the prevention thing, you know. Either way, good job. You did it. Now let's just hope it lasts long enough for the facility not to last. Good job.